Hello, Notorious Bakersfield fans. This is Robert Peterson from the Notorious Bakersfield podcast and co-author of the recently released book, Notorious Bakersfield, the book. I'm launching a video series that corresponds to the chapters in the book, or each story in the book. This is the story for this location, is the second chapter, titled Duncan and Mull. And it's also a podcast story that I did with the same title. But this location is in the Oleander neighborhood of Bakersfield. It's directly across from Beale Park, named after Truxton Beale. The story that relates to this location occurred in the house that sat here in 1931. The house that is currently here isn't the same house. This house was built in 1935. The crime that is related to this location didn't happen in the house, so that's beside the point. The crime happened in the front yard of the house that once stood here, on the corner of Oleander and Dracena. And it was a tragic murder of a young lady named Anna Bertram Duncan. She lived here in the house that once stood here with her mother and father. Her mother was a stepdaughter to one of the Weibels, the prominent Bakersfield pioneering family. Her father was also a prominent figure in the Bakersfield community. He owned Duncan Mercantile, downtown Bakersfield, kind of 17th and I Street in that area. But Anna Bertram Duncan, she lived here. She took care of her elderly parents. And one spring day in 1931, she was in the front yard with her mother when they heard a man ranting and raving walking down Oleander towards their house. He was coming from California Avenue, yelling and screaming and making a fuss. And he went directly to Anna Bertram Duncan and began attacking her with a knife that isn't too dangerous. It's a pocket knife. And Anna's mother tried defending her. Anna's mother was wounded also, but not as serious as Anna Bertram. The attacker ran across the street through Beale Park. And you know what? I'll let you read the story in Notorious Bakersfield, the book. It's chapter 2, titled Duncan and Mull. And surprising twist to that story is that the assailant this wasn't his first time killing somebody. He killed somebody in 1916 prior to that, to Anna Bertram Duncan's homicide. You can read about it in the news recently released Notorious Bakersfield, the book, chapter 2, Duncan and Mull.